And welcome back, one and all, welcome back to the funkiest of music. On a serious note, I really do like the music for this game. So, I went back and I checked through episode 1, the briefing that we were given right near the beginning, and no, we have actually done the main missions. What deck? Alright, I'm on deck 2. We've done the main objectives apart from the communication array. Now, I need to find that missing part, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually check through some of these rooms if I can.
This stateroom is...
Right, I can't access that one. This is ours. Is there anything to take in here? Notepad? That's not what I wanted. I wanted the notepad. Read. That is very, very true. Basically, my idea is I'm going to search these apartments and see if I can actually find codes for the two Mark crew members. Because, of course, they said they're the ones that had the bloody 2001 parts we're missing. So...
This stateroom... Access grant.
I don't know which of these I've been in and which I haven't. I don't think I've really been in any of them. Okay, books, drawer. Okay, they're locked. Can I access your computer terminal?
Computer?
Yes.
I'm done.
Access terminated by user.
Nothing particularly interesting there. I don't think the two Marks had their bloody room on this floor. I think it was actually floor 3, but I'm just going to check these for the sake of it.
This state... Access grant.
Okay, so that's all of these on this floor checked now. Embossed yellow card. Yellow card. Take it. Starts coming apart. Okay, what does it say? A scientist on an alien warship is like a whore in a gay bar. Ha. I don't think that's going to be useful for later, but... Ooh. Okay, we can't have the molecular module. Holoprints. Is there anything in your drawers? Nothing. Okay, that's this floor. Oh, hang on, what was that? Quartz. Oh, U-port. There are a couple of locations I haven't checked yet. I mean, there is the mess hall, which is, I believe, again, up on deck 3. And then there's the rooms, so... We will do this first, though. No, I don't want to look at it. And you never know, there might be something in the rooms that's actually useful. Have I read that? No, from the spares box. Yes, I did. Floor 3 or 5? I think 3. Yes, 3. So I was just checking my notes at the same time.
Deck 3.
Yes, the mess hall is on this bloody deck. Well, I say checking my notes, checking my maps, I should say. I don't really need the maps, but of course it is just quitting things up, though. I'm not going to try and say expediate or whatever the word is. Right, mess hall's behind me, but thirst... Okay. Which of these can I open?
This stateroom.
Not that one.
This state... Access grant.
Okay, 2 known as the captain's country, but the... Right, Okay, fair enough. Desk drawer. No, I say desk drawer, not turn. Ooh, hello. You find a small note entitled, okay, Falcon's note. If you need to get things into my stateroom... Right, if you need to get into my stateroom to get any of your things, and I'm not around, feel free to use my override code. Jesus Christ, I can't read that. Don't let anyone see you going in. The rules on Fraternization may be loosely enforced, but getting caught won't help your promotion prospects. Well, I can't read that, but I'm assuming we've now got the code, so that's fine. Anything else? Magnetic paperweight, we know we can't take that, because we tried in the other room. What about these drawers? You pull open one of the drawers and find it's strangely empty. Cabinet? Okay. Okay, we've got Falcon's note, which access to their stateroom, whether that is. I can't remember which one of these we've actually been in at the moment, so... Okay, this one we've already been in. I'm assuming that was the room of the computer guy. A decky, there we go. I should know that, it's only been like a couple of hours since I last played this. I'm playing this in batch this time.
This stateroom is protected. Access.
But I can access. Okay, this is Mary Kwan's quarters, one of the officers in the cramped rooms, Spheres. Take. Okay. Face. Nope. Magnetic paperweights, again, we know we can't take those, or can we? Nope. Okay, let's do the usual. Nope, and... No! Desk drawer. Nothing. Well, we're almost running out of options. It's going to be the bloody mess hall in a minute.
Stateroom is...
And I don't have the code for that one. Right then. I feel like I've missed something, really. Hang on. I just assumed that was a book. Okay, yep, we'll take that. Take. Okay, I'm keeping this journal. Okay. Okay, talking about simulations. Aha! FTL jump. When Paul, new op shops came in and started grilling Olivia. Okay, some information about the mission they're on. The discovery of the new Earth-type world, a new home for the Alliance, okay. We're on our way to secure it. So something happened to Earth. Okay, nuclear emergency drill, nuclear weapons. Okay, no one knows where we're going. The gig's really important. We're escorting a science ship, okay. Some arguments about the cause of the war. People are getting cagey. Okay, the Lexington engaged an enemy vessel. There was a big fight. See, Mark Gila fixed the DR CPU. And that's the guy who said he took the parts. Okay, we're actually in the target system then, we need to be in. One of the coolant pumps went out, we know what that was about that one. Okay, Paul hanging around one of the weapons bays. Okay. Paul was in the main guy's states room. Well, we've been there. Is Paul a UA agent? Okay, so there's stuff going on the ship. The Lexington is closing in on a planet. Paul is getting more and more uptight. Okay, well there's a bit of information there. And so a quick gander at the bloody... That's a good point then. Where the hell... It's like in the previous episodes, I have got a walkthrough on standby just in case, and it does actually have James Paul's name underlined. It's not a complete walkthrough, but it's like a hint type thing. So... that is... that one. How the hell do I get the code for his room then? Oh, hang on. Well, maybe it's that code. Because why would Falcon have the code for her own bloody room in her room? So, what floor was that on? Hang on, where are we? I've lost the bloody, Oh, God's sake, I've lost the manifest. There we go. Okay, that's down on deck 2. Do I want to go to the mess hall while I'm here? Yes, I think I will, actually. Okay, the mess hall is where meals are taken by the crew. VR system. Oh, Christ. I wasn't expecting this.
Welcome to the USS Lexington orientation. The United States Congress authorized the development of a new class of warships in 2109 as new Cold War tensions between alliance states and the United Nations escalated. These ships were designated as light cruisers Bunker Hill class and were designed to be fast, lightly armored, and heavily armed. The USS Lexington is one of 9 Bunker Hill light cruisers built between 2111 and 2127. During the first half of 2133, the Lexington was the first Bunker Hill class ship to undergo an extensive modernization at the McHenry yards around Starhome. She was equipped with brand new weapon systems, an improved interplanetary drive, a new computer system, and an upgraded communication system. The Lexington is equipped with 3 propulsion systems. The first propulsion system is the Orbital Maneuvering System, or OMS. The OMS consists of several chemical reaction thrusters for use when in orbit or when maneuvering in close proximity to other ships. The second propulsion system is the interplanetary drive, used for travel inside a star system. 4 deuterium-tritium fusion pulse drive engines are fed by a linear accelerator that runs down the spine of the ship from fuel tanks mounted near the bow. A continuous stream of microscopic frozen deuterium-tritium fuel pellets is accelerated into the 4 thrust chambers with magnetic containment at the stern of the ship. High-energy lasers bombard the fuel pellets and create a fusion reaction by implosion. Thrust is channeled backwards. A fraction of the resulting energy is fed back into large capacitors which are used to fire the lasers for the next explosion. The interplanetary drive can produce and maintain a constant acceleration of up to 6 gravities for extended periods. Large radiator fins on the outside of the ship help to regulate temperature. The third propulsion system is the Talsetto faster-than-light jump drive, located on the boom forward of the bow. The jump drive allows instantaneous travel along threads of space-time deformation that exist between the Talsetto jump points found in many star systems. A conventional liquid-cooled nuclear reactor mounted forward of the engineering compartments of the ship is used to charge the capacitors for the ignition of the fusion engines and provide power for the linear accelerator, life support, and all of the ship's electrical systems. The Lexington's principal weapons system is a complement of 18 Lockheed Martin RC-09 Basilisk multi-mission autonomous strike craft, also known as battle drones. Up to 9 of the 18 drones can be active at one time. The drones are deployed using rotary launchers mounted in 3 weapons bays. These bays are arrayed in an equilateral triangle around the core of the ship. Each drone is capable of carrying several types of ordnance mounted on standard hardpoints on the dorsal and ventral surfaces. Drone weapons include anti-ship missiles, torpedoes, particle beam guns, railgun cannons, and lasers. A Basilisk drone with a full combat ordnance load is capable of accelerating at 100 gravities. The Lexington is also armed with a Close-in Combat System, or CICS, that serves as a weapon system of last resort if any enemy drones or long-range weapons penetrated offensive screen of Basilisk drones. The CICS consists of 8 missile launchers, 2 railgun turrets, and several chaff ejectors mounted at various points on the Lexington's outer hull. The Lexington's standard crew complement is 20. Her maximum complement is 25. The crew is housed in the habitat module of the Lexington, a large rectangular structure mounted well forward of the reactor and fusion engines. The habitat module includes the bridge, crew quarters, communication center, medical and science labs, mess hall, computer center, and storage areas. With a combination of speed, range, and firepower, the USS Lexington is able to project Alliance military strength out to the farthest star systems. She has proven herself in combat and has a distinguished service record built over a period of years. Yet she also has some of the newest and best technology available. Veteran officers and enlisted personnel vie for the privilege of serving on the Lexington and contributing to the continuing story of one of the most capable ships in the Alliance fleet.
Well, that was lovely. I wasn't quite expecting quite an in-depth thing about the ship, and yeah, alright, we'll do a bit more world building. Why we fight?
We are all familiar with the short version of the events that led to this terrible war. During the second half of the 21st century, the leaders of the world government got a glimpse of the shape of things to come. They were afraid of what they saw. Their reaction was to deny the inevitable, slamming the brakes on all technological progress. In 2082, a group of states led by the United States, Canada, Australia, and Japan decided that the cure was worse than the disease. The UN power structure reacted violently to the repeal attempt. States participating in the repeal campaign were targeted for brutal suppression by UN enforcement. Signatories to the Singapore Treaty formed the Alliance of Free States and announced their secession from the United Nations. They were joined by every major planetary colony settlement and orbital habitat. In 2085, large-scale armed conflict returned to Earth for the first time in over 100 years. The UN immediately invaded the territory of the seceding nations on Earth. UN hovered tanks, troops, and ground support aircraft clashed with new Alliance military units made up of men and women from Alliance states who defected from UN control. The war ground to a halt after less than 2 months as both sides ran out of soldiers, weapons, and materiel. The Alliance states managed to hang on to their home territories. An uneasy truce was negotiated between the UN and the Alliance, and the world entered an uneasy period known as the New Cold War. In 2111, the UN attacked again, and war returned on an interplanetary scale. Population centers on Earth and the colonies were bombarded from space by particle beam weapons. Armies fought tank battles supported by buzzing swarms of aircraft. Starships battled each other over asteroid mines, orbital habitats, and planetary installations. The furious pace of the war once again chewed up the stocks of men and materiel in a matter of months. This time, there was no truce. In spite of economic exhaustion, the two sides continued to fight a war of attrition, a war that has since lasted more than 20 years and shows no signs of ending. The war has continued despite the price paid by both sides because all of the combatants are convinced that they are on the right side. The UN firmly believes that unchecked technological development will kill off the human race. The alliance states are just as firm in their convictions that death is better than life without freedom and without forward progress.
Okay, there we go then. That was a big bit of backstory dump. Okay, so... remove. Okay, we can't just take it off. VR system, look at. No, I said VR system. Look at. Okay, so how can I take this apart? Okay, so I can't just turn it off. I need to unplug it or something like that. So where does it plug into? Power and data cables. Ah, there we go. Right, remove. Okay, so I nicked the CPU. Open. Yes, I have the module. Or any of this? Okay, basically these are replicators. Cups and food containers. Right. Well, I don't actually need to go down to Paul's room to investigate about that part now, because I have it, but I'm going to go down there anyway, because of course there was a big chance he was a spy. And it'd be nice if we can actually get any more information of that. If we can't, then no worries. We'll just, let's think. I've got to get a spacesuit to go outside with, so there's a shuttle bay. So we can see if there's actually a blooming, like a storage locker down there or something. I actually really like how this game's set out, because it all seems very logical. Okay, that door, was it?
This state...
Yeah, Falcon did have the code. Okay, ship model. Look at. Interesting. Interesting. So for some reason, that's surprisingly heavy. Why? I wonder if I can... I was going to say I wonder if I can smash it apart, but I doubt it. They wouldn't say it's surprisingly heavy unless there's something in there. Okay, we have nothing. We use computer terminal.
Computer?
Yes?
General inquiry.
Ask away.
I'm done.
Acknowledged.
I was hoping we'd actually get a sort of...
I'm done.
Access terminated by user.
What am I trying to say here? What am I trying to say here? Hang on. A status report, there we go. Although I'm looking at my time, and it's actually about time to finish this episode. So yeah, this is going to be... well, we're not actually done much this episode, but we had quite a big information dump. But cheers for watching. I'll see you next time.